fill up into the room till it's time to start. Welcome to the Sunspot. Got 10 minutes to the get down. Feel free to talk among yourselves. Welcome to the Sunspot. We want to go into some things. Hope you and yours are doing well. Yeah, we're going to get into it. Wellness and oneness. We're going to get into it. About to start in 2 more minutes. Waiting for people to fill the room. Got the Facebook popping off, Sun Seeds building. Sun Seeds, that group. And the YouTube family popping off. Sun Seeds on the YouTube section. Ready for Omega Sun's Light. After this next run, we on. welcome. Glad you're all in attendance. Feel the vibe right. Vibrate to the highest frequency possible in your life. I am True Omega Sun, and this is the Sunspot. Let's start with this. Yes. Welcome. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me right now. All eyes and ears. What's happening, Earthly Matter? What's the chit chatter? You ready for some Omega Sun-like data? Yeah, that's how I like to start my thing, right? So shouts out to everybody in the community, in the world, wherever you are. We're going to start with this, and then we're going to roll with it. Some interesting topics. I will drop the link in a few. I just want to state a little claim right here, then go into a tune that resonates well with this period of time. Happiness means health. It means longevity. It means success. Develop the happiness habit. Medical men have searched, delved, and dug. They have carved up cadavers, experimented with injections, searched for drugs and miracle cures, and come a long way in combating the diseases that cripple, pain, and kill. Recently, medicine has discovered a concept that while it is new, it is as old as time. This is the idea of the will to live. More and more through the years, physicians have noticed that some persons have wanted to recover from illness and others have not desired to live. The former group almost always did live. Among those people were affected what might be termed miracle cures. Yes, miracle cures. Do they exist? Is this a pandemic that we're going through right now? It's called Out the Pandemic into the Fire. It's for a reason. I'll put this up here. In inclusion or inquisition. That's the topic we want to discuss a little bit, going on further through the day. I'm going to play this tune, then I'm going to start the discussion. This is by Joel Ortiz, King Crooked.
Grandma used to tell me everything would be okay. Radiator broke and the cold will go away.
It's relevant.
Sick for 6 days, man, this cold won't go away. Elevator stuck in it's no hot water. Another night taking baths in that stovetop water. Mom's running out the house when a blow got shorter. Somewhere in the process, the poke shop porter. His rich family's on TV with a robot daughter. I'm standing in the arcade and dog got quarters. Sneakers got the lean, made my low top shorter. Lint in my hair, snot in my nose, stains on my gear. Nobody knows what it feels like to feel like it feel like you gotta lie to feel like your real life don't feel like you're not alive, man. Standing in a spot where your partner dies. Too young to see homicide, you traumatized. Visions of the back of your father's ride, pulling off and smelling the exhaust while your mama cries. A young man with nobody left to idolize. 28 grams, I know the bottle size. My block got monetized, monopolized, had my own park place. Never put they live in my spot. I'm driving by my hood right now, thinking how the hell I survived that nigga every night. Chicken wings, a side of fries, and beef that never took a day off. Stay off this trip during holidays with fireworks, cause they are the perfect camouflage for drama to let the chaos. Never take work you can't pay off. It's something wrong.
Running from the law everywhere. To bless you the first class series. From no views to you choose. Who never thought this would be me? So I lose
They cut
my
our electric off, extension cord through the window, borrowing juice from my neighbors just to play my Nintendo. My mama's voice.
Salute, salute, salute. Hey, that's from Joel Ortiz and King Crooked, two parts of the Slaughterhouse Gang. Hope everybody's doing well in their own way, flowing through the universe properly. This is piggybacking over a topic that I talked with a few different groups because right now we at a critical time, right? I just want to give the data first, and then we're going to go into it. I will drop a link a little along our discussion. Hopefully we get some quality perspectives on the situation right now. First things first, I do promote other people's products, Black businesses in particular, and definitely books. So if you can, I actually be giving a couple of books out. This is from Alfred Albiac. It's called "You Made It a Hot Line." He made it a hot book, like Jay-Z made a hot song. What the brother did was take some of the most popular hip hop lyrics and verses, just the ones that resonated the most out of certain songs, and showed the philosophy and the idealistic nature behind those lines. Made it a hot line. And it's very good the way it's drawn out. I got this one actually signed. You're not going to get this book, right? But I'm purchasing a couple more, and I want to give it out on the week of Kwanzaa, maybe the last couple of days, and send it out. Oh, salute to my peoples, Nikki, Latanya. I'm gonna make y'all mine soon. Right now, I'm just gooning it. And shouts out and salute, triple salute to Dr. Oya Mayat. If you can, go to her YouTube channel, Dr. Mayat. Quality interviews dealing with Black academia, the issues that plague us today that we're pressed upon learning more about, trying to gain new information and different perspectives. I actually went on to one of her lives and won a book. She had a live with Dr. William Darity about the nuance of the next stage of reparation, whether that can be a thing or not. And his book is called From Here to Equality. Okay, reparations for Black America in the modern 21st century. All right, so it's a good read. I haven't started it yet because I'm actually 2 books and a magazine in. I like to read. I hope you love to read as well and get that new information. All right. And lastly, it's all about you, the YouTube audience. We're going to get into the data right now. Okay. And the data reads like this. Globally, with what we're dealing with now in the pandemic, the numbers of cases globally, 70,893,850 cases. Recovered, 44,882,782 recovered. We definitely got to clap that up. Let me get my situation together real quick. Yeah, because I like to have music and all that stuff in the background. And I like to have my audience clapping it up. Okay, there we go. Yeah, come on. Yeah. 44,882,782 people that lived through the experience so far. Deaths, 1,592,173. I got this written on my whiteboard. Natural, how you doing there? Yes, flowers to all the women. All my peoples in the sun seeds are coming in too. In the U.S., which is key right now, 15,926,125 cases in total. 5,329,396 recovered. Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up. And unfortunately, 297,993 deaths. Condolences to all the people that have passed away from what we say is corona, because there is a measure of contention that a lot of people are feeling, whether this is actually a real thing or something that's orchestrated in order to spike fear and kind of corral the herd. It could go either way. I am not a definitive voice on the issue, nor am I an authority on the issue. I leave that to the people who have the specialized knowledge to put in perspective a lot of the specialized language. That has to be prefaced because it does a disservice to those who are actually 10 toes in the game, so to speak. And I did find a couple of things that were kind of, it's chaotic. It's chaotic, to say the least. This article in the U.S. Today, let me get this out the way so you can see, done by a guy named Joshua. All right, bear with me. Joshua Botti, right? This was actually last week. Dead mink infected with the mutated form of COVID-19 rise from graves after mass culling. Shocking. Shocking to say the least. To see something like that, it worries me. Because there's so many spins to the information that you can actually get spun into an Alice in Wonderland underground of misinformation, miscommunication, things taken out of context. What that was saying, you'll see in the article, I might pull it out a little later. The culling experiences when there's a mass grave or what have you, they have to actually get rid of the matter, before it decomposes and turns to something else. This can cause, some major diseases or, a change in the ecology of the place they're burying these things at. And with the chemical they used, somehow it triggered the sensory response of the dead mink to rise up, at least, out of the, at least what was it, like a couple of hundred out of the thousands. And that was a cause of concern for me because you don't know what chemicals mixed with what to produce this effect. And they try to rally around it to see if they can find out exactly what it is. It's bothersome because there's so many people that just don't know what's going on. I think some people are burdened with the fascination of all the information that's flying through now. So they gravitate and grab onto, whatever's coming out that says anti or points a finger at people or in organizations without finding out exactly who the culprits were. Mind you, the first cases that were reported in New York, in America specifically, was around January, February. The last data I got was February 29th. But it was said to be known around this time last year. So we're going into a full year. And already there's the vaccination and the operation that goes around it to basically mass vaccinate the population, with hopes that we can stop the spreading, definitely dissipate the strength of said virus, and try to get back to a semblance of normalcy. But I'm going to tell you right now, nothing will be the same. And that's why I started this particular program with the miracle cure called happiness. self-awareness, well-being. And that starts from inside of you, trying to get peace with yourself and balance in life. So you can give it to the ones that you love the most, and it can spread out. See, a disease or illness, a dis-ease or illness takes place in festers in an unbalanced atmosphere. This is known. So the will to live is the standard of living, the quality of life. If it's raised and balanced well, chances are you get a high probability of surviving whatever you're going through. There was a time where people coupled this with the 5G experience, and it does kind of relate. The advanced technology definitely takes an effect in the ecology. The ecology responds with introducing new characters and also getting rid of old traditions or old systems. Like, point in case, we went from tape cassettes to CDs, right? The convenience of having a tape cassette is that if it popped, you were able to fix it yourself. Rather than when you went to a CD, if it was scratched or it broke, chances are it was irreparable. We don't want to get to the stage where things that we have right now are irreparable because of our advances in the future. And that's what all type, everything, basically. There's a medical revolution going on right now. For those that know, you probably work around this stuff. Seamless technology. I said this in another version of my son's spot called the Wealth Chambers, where we talk about the new technology and the significance of certain technological apparatus, robotics, AI, things of that nature, right? It's all an attempt to bring awareness to what the singularity is. And it's interesting because you have to clear out certain lanes in order to erect the 5G, but the 5G is not really connected to what's going on here. But, I mean, you have 5G on your phone right now if you have a new phone, so stop it. We have to take in consideration that, there are new things going into the airwaves as we speak. We're constantly bombarded with cosmic energy, cosmic rays. And as such, we're going to need new defenses. I live in a hot environment, but it's beautiful at the same time. So with that, we have to take notice and consideration of how we develop our inner spirit, our inner energy, where we put our energy. So again, I ask, inclusion or inquisition? Inclusion meaning, we've stated before that you will not be able to move a certain way if you do not get vaccinated. There's reports that travel will be affected. Your social life definitely be affected, going in and out of restaurants, certain hotels, social events. They're going to want to see if you have taken a vaccine recently at that time. The contact tracing, which is very important. And this is the infancy now because we're dealing with going through the fear factor of this. Nobody knows what's going to happen in the next 3 to 6 months. That's why, again, I always say guard your energy, raise the vibration. And if you do it in your life, more power to you. Hope you continue it. The inclusion of it is interesting because it's going to be the same inclusion of what people call an RFID chip, which people say, that's being shot up at the same time. Relax. Some people don't want to include you into the society and know this. Oh, we're going to talk about it in a minute. Or Inquisition. Let's say you say it's a scorched earth thing. Scorched earth. This is what's going to happen. They vaccinate. Everybody goes away. What's the end game there? 500,000 people on the planet? The seed banks? What's going on there? Boyle in the building, Jackie in the building. Shouts out to that team is so lovely. You got, where's my applause, man? I'm usually sleeping around this time because I work. Damn it, I work. Yeah. People. And this is what I don't have mod, so I'm very selective. I don't do this open panel type of stuff too much. I guess I'm only going to let you up if you have something I recognize. So sorry for all those out there if I don't recognize you through the joint. And we're going to focus on it. Remember, inclusion or inquisition. Do they want you to be part of this? So, matter of fact, I ain't going to say that. If you would like to be a part of the society that's available to you now and where it's going in the future, you include yourself with getting the vaccination. If you feel that this is a scorched earth campaign of taking people out, mass elimination, is this an inquisition to see whose side you're on? I don't know. Let me put this up in there. Boom, why this? To my Sunseeds family, shouts out to you. Y'all been all rocking with me through the Instagram joint, the journey. I ain't afraid to cam out. This is the sun spot. I'm not going to be on too long, but I just want to raise the questions. Hopefully you have the perception to provide the answers, if there are answers. And also, once again, shouts out to Dr. Oyamaya. Shouts out to Grown Folks TV. If you can, Grown Folks TV 2.0. Very beautiful, fascinating information and content there. Can't forget Young Folk TV. Definitely. Super, super salute to them. Some beautiful, positive people rocking out. Also, because I like to promote all this stuff, New Black Knowledge, NBK. Shouts out to Rob Bourne, True Story, and my man, Uncle True. Danny, what's good? Sean, the Hootie, of course, Crypto, all the people over there, Kaba, all the good people over there. And definitely the Pseudo Killers, Marseille Warrior Clan, Smash Rockwells. These are the people I recognize and salute with. And my man, the real Merkaba. Shouts out to you, straight from the Philly world. So the link is in the description. I'm going to put that article up. Let me just find it real quick. Bear with me. Because we're going to get to the bottom of this. Oh, they're going to learn today. Mink. U.S. Today, zombie mink. Share my screen. So pardon if you don't get right up. Boom, 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 boom. I take the entire screen. Boom. Here we go. U.S. Today zombie mink. Happened in Oregon 2 weeks ago. Denmark too. Denmark. Let's go to the Denmark one. I think that's the first one I see. Okay, let's close that out. If you're walking with me, walk with me. This is from World News. Denmark to dig up dead minks with mutated novel coronavirus after some rise from graves. Yeah, this is the one, Joshua Bolte, December 1st. When I got it, I clipped it just as soon as I got it. Minks at a farmer's stake, Saracens estate. Well, the minks must be called due to a government order, November 7, 2020, in boarding Denmark. Okay, government officials in Denmark plan to dig up minks that appear to have risen from the dead. Last month, Denmark, which produces 40% of the world's mink fur, 40% of mink fur. I'm gonna bring you back to the beginning of all this. They call the entire country's mink population after human cases were tied to mink infected with the mutated strain of novel coronavirus. Key, very key. The hurried nature of the burials, however, meant that the creatures were buried in shallow graves. Skip down. The gases that was used to cull, right, caused the animals to expand in the worst cases. The minks got pushed out of the ground from the shallow grave. They were buried in trenches around 8 feet deep, separated by chalk and dirt. It seems likely that the carcasses will be exhumed and reburied in deeper graves, per CNN, but in the meantime, the area continues to be monitored 24 hours a day. Get this back out of here. Boom. Now, when you see stuff like this, I hope I was sharing. Was I sharing it? All right, let's get that out of here. Bam. I don't think I was sharing it. Cancel. Let's pause this real quick because I want you to hear me loud and clear. When you see stuff like this, and you know you go through it, one in Denmark, one in Oregon. This is where the mass manipulation of media takes place because you really don't know. If you ever heard of the video called "Weapons of Mass Distraction," that's a good one to look at. There were also a couple of clips on Instagram. I know it was on Twitter where they showed this. Somebody put together a collage, synchronizing different news reporters. Seem like they're reading on the same script. We really have to start paying attention, right? Really start to paying attention and staying alert, and knowing, yeah, there are media spins going on, okay? And somebody would take that type of article and see it in a main stage, such as USA Today, and they won't see it on the, they might see something extra on the Snopes, or what's that, Daily UK News. You have to vet the source. And that's why it was alarming for me to see it on USA Today, because I would look into Business Insiders, BBC, Bloomberg. There's different, the Hurricane Report. There are different news outlets that are independent and want to get to the meat of the situation, but they don't have the necessary resources. And as a journalist, if you're the first one to the scene, or the first one with the scoop of the story with a primary source, chances are you're going to take that and go with it. So that's very important. Like I said, the link is in the description. I'm not going to stay on too long. I just want to do the hour joint. I keep my music playing because it was made for me, actually. Yeah. Shout out to my homie Young C Flow in the building, but he's not in the building. You better be doing some work. But remember, it's about a year. One, it's great, and I salute and give respect and honor to those that are on the forefront, pushing the envelope to try to get some work done in the labs for a vaccine. There are actually some good scientists out there, young ones, not linked to the big corporations and stuff. Remember, they're also independents seeking to compete. That's why actually it could go either way. And if we don't have all the information, or we don't vet all the information and sources, we can miss our window of opportunity to get this under control. Because the reality is, a lot of other people that are out there are not trying to do this. They didn't like the government in the first place. Some people just want to see the world burn. And just some people just, rebellious. And then, people like myself are very skeptical. I got my one eye open. Got that eyebrow all the way up on the top of my forehead. What y'all trying to do here? It's important and it's key. Get this information out. Get the awareness out. So far, the steps that we have been doing have saved many of us. There are people walking around asymptomatic that don't take things seriously. I know a few people that didn't take it too seriously, and someone close to them got infected. Now, this is where it gets tricky. Oh, no, it's not that, because people get flu. Oh, it's not that. It could have been something else, like a common cold, or it's this, that. Regardless, whatever it is out here, we got to guard against it. It's highly contagious. It's taking down people 4 or 5 at a time. And it's aggressive nature. It says similar to MERS, which is what they call it, the Middle Eastern respiratory syndrome. And, that's suspect in its own. But your face mask, preferably the N95s. Preferably the N95s, because they definitely secure yourself from a lot of the droplets. If you can, get an N95. If not, the standard medical masks are good, but you definitely got to watch where you get them from too. The corner store mask is only going to last for so long. Also, if it's reusable, wash and steam them. Okay? Wash and steam them consistently as much as possible, definitely as much as possible. Washing your hands should be a practice. You'd be surprised how many people don't, really get in there and wash their hands. You gotta look at their nails and, oh man, in between the webs of their fingers, you gotta get in there. Makes me think of how many people wash their Stop. I'm gonna stop right now. Sometimes I float off. Yeah. So yeah, wash diligently. Sing the happy birthday song. Sing 50 Cent in the club. Say your name forwards and backwards. Just get in there and wash completely. Also with gloves, you use them once, toss them out. You cross-contaminate when you go from one item to the next, one product to the next. Also, wearing your mask is not wearing it on your nose. Lift the sucker up. Your bad breath could... No, I'm sorry. Your bad breath could probably... Chill. Your breath could probably go through your nose and you still get droplets, seeping in. So please be aware and be awake to that. Okay? I'm going to soon close out because I do have some things I got to do. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for hearing this. This is the Earthly Chit Chatter from the Omega Sun's data. I hope it's divine in your shine as you take your walk. Along your path is a foundation of choices from moral to immoral, but it's still a part of the foundation that you choose. You know what I'm saying? So I wish you and yours a soulful peace, wellness, and oneness. and you see the wood grain, you better start recognizing what's going on here. Once I get my Streamlabs up, it's going to be a problem. I like this format. StreamYards is pretty good. Still tentative with action people up. I'm not going to be doing it too much. And shouts out to the wonderful women from that YouTube sector. You know what I'm saying? We know what you're talking about. Also, salute to my Sun Seeds Facebook people. I see you out there. This is what we do. Hey, guard your energy, raise your vibration. I wish you and yours wellness and oneness. Salute. I love that beat.